Hello, it's Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I was just thinking, well, I had a talk show was on the radio just a minute ago, and these were young folk, I'd say probably 20s and 30s, and they were talking about the stuff that they would like to do. And I mean, it was like cowboy, I don't know, fireman, conductor on a railroad, and but it started me thinking. Now I advertise myself as an adventurer, and it's. People all the time ask, well, what is an adventurer? And I reply, well, the things that you've wished you could do, or things that you've thought would be kind of fun to do, or the things you've seen on TV or your imagination, I've pretty much have done it. And here I'm listening to these young guys talking, and I'm thinking, okay, why? If you're living in the city, you've already restricted a lot of your income, your lifestyle, your future, and you've limited it because you are in a limited area. And all the money you make is to pay for the privilege of living in the city where you're at. And because you're paying somebody to serve you. And I mean, all you do is take the trash out. You wouldn't even know what to do with trash. You know what I mean? So, you don't know how real life works when you're living in the city and you stay focused on the city. And the thing is, getting out of the city, being out, and I say, like I'm out here in western Texas right now, on my way to Amarillo, Amarillo, yeah, and New Mexico. But I say, I'm out here now experiencing. When you get on the road, you experience a lot of things too, and you're what do you call it? Taking personal responsibility really goes up when you're out here on the road, because everything kind of, you've got to be aware of things. There's still, it's difficult to fix a lot of things, but you have to be aware of things. When you're in the city, you just drive to work, just make sure you got gas, go to work. Maintenance on the car is a part of your things you got to do. But when you get out of the city and you live a life like a fireman, I mean, you can be a volunteer fireman. Most anybody can, providing you can hack it. So, and then I guess the age, like I say, I got aged out on it. But and I say, the cowboy, these are all things. There's people out here that need help, and so there's ways to get experience. Like I say, I've driven. I can drive anything, and I've been driving anything. I mean, I was single digit, I say 8, 9 years old when I was driving a truck. So, and The old trucks, they had a pull switch that you would pull for throttle, and it had a clutch and everything. I couldn't do that. And you put it in granny gear, and then they would somebody would put it in granny gear, get it started, and then pull the throttle out, and so it just kind of creeps along. And I'm over here driving, so here, and so by the time I was 21, I mean I drove everything. And nowadays, well, you have to have a license to do this, you have to have a license to do that. But man, in the old days, when the stupid die, your stupidity would kill you. Now they regulate everything to protect the stupid. So, but I say, in the old days, man, you could drive anything, you could do all this stuff, and that opened up opportunity. That made you want to do things. And now, I say I've gone to, looking at the time, I went to college. My children went to college. College didn't really open up a lot of, what do you call that, experiences in life. The best, and I say now, I went when I was like 40 years old. I was in class with everybody half my age, taking doctor classes, and I wasn't. And there, all they do is they learn to do as you're told. They're not teaching you to open your mind and think. And that's what really shocked me. My kids told me that, and then when I went in, I could see, man, I couldn't believe how the professors really didn't know what they were talking about. They just want you to learn this stuff, but they don't teach you how to think. And I found it really amazing. And I say, and then when I would do as they told me, when they would, you have to learn this. No, explain this to me, then I will learn it. I told them I was dyslexia, so you're going to have to clear things out for me. And they couldn't, because they didn't understand themselves. They didn't have the reality, the getting their hands dirty knowledge. They read something, and now they're going to repeat that to you, and you have to learn that to be fact. And it's just, there's a lot of crazy stuff like that goes on. And but you have to get out and do things. And what they're doing now, I can't believe how they treat the children. They treat the children like they're ignorant. They protect them. They don't let them get hurt. It's just amazing to me. And so these people with the simple dreams, they don't even know how to go out and get done what they want to do. It's funny because every once in a while I have somebody ask me what's on my bucket list. I mean, what? I mean, even my own kids know, if something crosses my mind, I'm going to give it some thought, and then I'm going to go do it. And that thought just kind of tells me, is this something that's going to kill me, or it may not? So, and then that's what I go by, because the experience, the adventure of doing things makes you strong inside. It helps you build faith in whatever beliefs you have. It really helps you. The more you do, the more you get your hands dirty, you will see. You will become a better and more rounded person. That's why I hated my restaurants, the regulations. The regulators never ran a restaurant. Most of them never even worked in a restaurant. And they're over there trying to tell me how to run my restaurant. And why? Because they represent the state. You know, I mean, they've got authority that somebody gave them this authority. As being an adventurer, doing things, learning things, getting your hands dirty, you will get authority for yourself. It's authority that you've built up, and it's real authority. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.